Hey folks, Nas here. Another episode of Medieval Dynasty in our season 4. In this episode, what I want to do is I want to complete. So I got a couple of buildings down here that I haven't completed yet, but they're for some new inhabitants. So you can see we're at 4 of 10 of the inhabitants. It's been a little slow moving because I'm I'm having to grind everything out myself right now. Now I do have a hunter, I do have a lumberjack, and I've got somebody in the tavern. So that way we've got the food essentials running. I do have a full crop of cabbage. Now I need to pick all of this cabbage. So I've got a full crop of cabbage to pick that will end up going into fertilizer. Well, actually, it'll turn into rot next season, but it will be fertilizer, and I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough fertilizer from this one crop to run the second crop and possibly a third crop. And with any luck, it'll be enough fertilizer to keep me going the entire year. So I'm doing some testing as well. But anyway, I want to start establishing. I had talked about doing like little outposts or little smaller villages. So mine's going to be the main village, and then I'm going to have some little outpost villages to try and establish a supply chain, so to say, but mainly to make it easier on myself. What I'm going to do is start placing resource storages. Because I don't need food storages yet, because I'm not going to have inhabitants at these other locations yet. Maybe one location, but we'll see how this ends up playing out. So what I'm thinking is I definitely want a resource storage near a mine. So we have a mine here over above Branica, and then there's another one that is here between Lesnica and Jezreka. Then there is another one, I believe it is right here. Now granted, this one right here is problematic at best because it's in a very mountainous area. Building a resource storage over here is going to be extremely tough. I mean, there's a flat area down over here that I could build. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back down over here to where I'm far enough away from Jezreka. So I'm probably not going to build anything at this mine. This one back here, though, that's a possibility. There is a flat area back off in here, so it's not too far away. However, the one over in next to Branica does make a lot of sense to me because it's a nice big flat area. I could, end up putting other buildings and stuff out there. So that area makes sense to me. There's also a mine. Let me get my bearings here. Where am I at? Right in here. So there's a mine there. There is a flat area on each side of the road. There's a little roadway that runs through here. So there's a flat area right outside the mine. Excuse me. I keep calling it a mine. It's a cave. I don't have any mines yet. I'm sorry. So there is a flat area right outside the cave here, and then one across the road, but I don't believe the one across the road is big enough for a resource storage. So I would have to build the resource storage up behind the cave or down off of the plateau a little bit. So it's really not convenient to use this particular location. Then there is another cave over, I believe it is here. There's another cave over here near Hornica. Now, I had mentioned that I do want a resource storage near Hornica. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually building an area over in here. So possibly getting a resource storage over here. We have the lake here. I believe there are fish in this lake. I'll have to double check that. If there are, then I'm going to possibly put a fishing hut here as well. And that way, this resource storage could be essentially dual purpose. So it'll eventually have the mine that I would put in this cave, and then I would have the fishing hut as well. I could put a couple of houses over here. I could even put a food storage over here, maybe a tavern, you know, something like that. But I'll be close to Hornica to where I could actually go and hit this resource storage and sell things in Hornica without having to run clear across, you know, all of this terrain to try and get back to my base of operations, so to say, my main village. But anyway, what I'm going to start with today, I am needing logs for sure. Now this area over in here, all this area in here is a lot of trees. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe putting the resource storage either here or just on top of the hill here. So that way the resource storage is still close to these three towns, but also close to both the cave and the trees. Now granted, amongst these trees is hunting as well. So I could even put a resource storage and a food storage. So I could do hunting, I could chop down trees, I could hit the mine, I could do a lot of stuff right in this area and not have to trek all the way across this area to get back to my resource storage when I'm encumbered. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to finish these two buildings. Oh, I'm at the barn. Sorry, forgot I was up here. But there, I'm going to finish these two houses that are down the hill. Then I'm going to head over to that area so we can start setting up resource storage. And I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, folks, I was headed over to the cave up there near Branica, and we've got another cart that has appeared here this season. So we're going to grab this stuff out of here because I could definitely use the. Oh shoot, I'm encumbered. How much encumbered am I? 72. Can I eat? Is that going to be good enough? Maybe. No, it's not. That's fine. Here, let me eat. Can I eat those? Yeah. Let me eat these here. See if I can lower my weight just enough. And yeah, I'm going to waste one of those. Nope. Two of those? There we go. Okay, that's fine. I got a bunch of those back at the base. Back at the village. I don't know why I keep calling it a base. Anyway, let's finish heading off so we can start getting the resource storage going over at the cave. Alrighty, folks. I have chopped down a couple of trees. That way we can place the ghost of the resource storage. And I'll show you on the map. I know the sun's going down. Show you the map where I'm at. So I am right here, obviously where I'm standing. But the mine is right there. And then of course, this entire area is going to be nice for chopping down maple trees, which is what I like to chop down since they give you 4 logs per tree rather than the, the spruce trees give you 3 and the birch trees give you 2, unless you're taking the stumps, which I don't plan on taking any of the stumps because I want this to grow back every 2 years. But it should give me quite a bit of wood that I can put in the resource storage and use for the building of all the buildings that I'm going to be doing. So let me place this resource storage ghost before it gets too terribly dark. We're going to go to building, we'll go to storages. I'm also going to place a food storage over here, so I'm going to be doing some hunting. But I'd like it to go right in. Oh, look at there. Ooh, it's really one little spot there. Let's do an F5 in case I don't like that placement. We're going to place that right there. I think that's going to work. Then I need a food storage as well. I just put some more logs right here. How many logs do I need for the food storage? Building, storages, total of 8. 8 logs. Drop a couple of logs. Drop 2. I got a lot of stuff on me. Now, I think I'm literally going to put the food storage just right here next to it if I can. Can I do that? I probably want to put it... I probably want to put it right there where I drop those logs. Let's grab those 2 logs. I know I'm encumbered. I'm going to get these ghosts placed, and then I'm going to build these buildings. So let's go storages, food. Yeah, right there. I think I'm literally just going to put it right next to it. Do another F5 because I know I'm going to build the resource where it sits. Yeah, I think that's going to work out good. And then we've got a little area down here where I can put a couple of little houses or something. Maybe a little centralized area with a campfire and things like that to decorate it later. But anyway, it's getting dark. I've got to chop down a lot of trees and get these buildings built. So give me a second and I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, folks. Brand new day. I worked through the night. I got the resource storage finished and the food storage finished. As you can see, I also placed a couple of future houses. Now I had to build a simple campfire because I don't have the next campfire unlocked. So the one that requires the little stones around it and stuff. But what I do want to do, I'm going to put some of my extra resources away in the resource storage. And I want to go, I'm actually going to put these wood plates in there as well. Let's see, do I have anything extra? Oh, let's see. All right, I'm wearing these noble boots. I don't remember where I got them. It seems like I might have found them either at a cart or had gotten them from a quest. But the price on them is 370 coin, and I'm considering selling them right now. I still have my Rasomir shoes, the one I started the game with, but these noble shoes, they're like little pointy boot-looking things. It's too bad we can't see them from a different angle, but that is the noble shoes there. And then, of course, if I equip Rasomir shoes, that's what they look like. They almost look like slippers. So I do have shoes for my feet, which it doesn't appear that I have to have shoes at all, except for the fact that they give, you know, cold protection or heat protection or whatever. But for the time being, I'm going to wear the noble shoes. But I do want to go into the cave and get... Oh, let me put the hammer away too. I want to get some ore, so I can start making a little bit better tools. The hammer away. I don't think I need the spear. I'll drop that in there. My bow is about to break. I don't need the simple torch. I'm trying to drop everything I don't really need. I'll keep the food on me. That should be fine. Matter of fact, food I should eat. What we got? 42. What does this one do? This one does 80. I want to let my... I'm going to let my hunger drop a little bit more so I can eat that fruit pie in a little bit. But let us equip... Did I equip it? Yes, stone axe is in too. So I found... It's not stone axe, stone pickaxe. So I found the stone pickaxe at a cart because, as you can see, the condition on it in the little circle on the bottom right-hand side is already deteriorated. I have not used this at all. So I found it in a cart. It was already deteriorated a little bit. But anyway, let's see. What is this? Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, look at there. There's another pickaxe. Stone pickaxe. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. I haven't seen these little these barrels yet. Oh, wait. What was that? Ooh, iron ore. Tin. Another one down there. Tin. Oh, that's awesome. That's the first time I've seen those little barrels outside these caves. I wonder if that is also part of the random loot cart system kind of a thing. That is too cool. Okay, so what I want to focus on... Oh, and it's dark. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can't have that out and mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this cave. I'm clearly going to have to do this off camera because it's going to be too dark for you guys to see what I'm doing. But I mainly want to go through and I want to grab these copper deposits. That's the main thing I'm going to be focusing on right now. What else is there? 10 copper and 10. Do I want to jump all the way into bronze? I think that's going to be too much time consumption right now. However, we can't have our villagers gather ore until there is a mine in place. I'm going to put that down there. So sadly, even with if you put the extraction hut here, let's go into management here, and I believe I have the extraction shed. It's not complete. As you can see, it's in red and a 0. I've still got to finish building it, but the ghost is placed at my main village. But does it show us what they can? Yeah, so they can collect stone, limestone, and clay. They cannot collect any tin or copper or salt or anything like that. We have to have the mine available to us. Now, I have unlocked a few things. Let's see, where does the mine come from? That's going to be... Where's that at? No. It's going to be here. Yeah. So we're still quite a ways away from the mine. I've got to build a lot of buildings and do a lot of excavation skills to get this building technology up high enough to even get a mine. So I have to go and mine all of the tin and copper that myself. I can't have anybody else do it. So my thought is, because this is an extraction activity, I am also going to probably build another woodshed or 2. I don't know how many woodshed. Do I have woodshed 2 yet? No, not quite. No, we're still a little ways from woodshed 2. So I'm probably going to have to build a couple of more woodsheds and put people in these woodsheds so we can have more wood coming into the village, rather than me having to spend the time to go and chop down all of the trees and mine copper and tin. So I will change, and instead of doing the wood cutting, I'll do the mining. So I'm still getting extraction knowledge and building technology and stuff back from doing that extraction activity. But yet I still have wood coming into the village. So what I'm going to do, because it's daylight right now, I'm going to go and see if there is, let me get rid of that little marker on the screen there. Get rid of that. Let's go see if there is somebody that we can recruit from this little neighboring town over here, because I have those 2 houses at my village complete. And what I could do, I could put another woodshed over with that resource storage and then put somebody there as well. Let's see, is there anybody here that we can recruit? There's 2 people it looks like. Are they going to be worth a darn? 3 in hunting. Oh, that guy's a 3 in oh wow, he's got a lot of 3s. Alrighty, mister. I want you in my village. Come here. You got a lot of 3s. Let's see. Create a new settlement. Looking for good people willing to join me. Sounds like what I'm looking for. Of course it is. Great. See you there, Mr. Zamir. Well, that was an easy name. I hopefully didn't butcher that. Let's see. Let's go into management. We're going to go to Zamir. We're going to give you a house. We're going to give you... Oh, I don't know whose that is. Let's see. We're going to give you one of these unoccupied houses because I don't want to put you with the ladies yet. Because I don't really want to have babies in the village yet. However, we are in year 2. I do need to try and talk to Zygmunta, and because we're going to try and get her to marry us and all this good stuff. What I didn't think about doing was just bringing her into the settlement, which I could do, and I may still do that. That way she's right there, and then it's a lot easier for me to go and find her and talk to her. But we're going to give him that house, and then we're going to assign, let's see, do I have a workstation that he can work in? I don't know that I have a workstation for him yet. Can I put, oh, I can put him in the hunting lodge. Put him in the hunting lodge. Is that the only building that I can have 2 people in? I have the barn. I could put him in the barn. As long as he's final production. I could put him in the barn and he could actually be making my fertilizer. Do I want to do that though? I don't know that I want to do that. Let's put him in the hunting lodge. Sheesh. God, I'm so undecided. No. Let's actually, we're just going to put him in the barn for right now. Put an empty slot. We're going to do barn worker. He is a 1 in farming, but that's okay. It just gives him a job. Yeah, we want barn worker. Okay, there we go. We go back into here. I don't think I have anything for him to do. Production. No, farming. Yeah, there we go. Barn. Oh, bag and scythe. Man, they gotta need a lot of tools. Do they need tools to make fertilizer? No. Which is great because that's all I'm gonna have any of the barn workers doing is making fertilizer because I'm still working all of the crops. Oh my gosh, this clicking 100 times is, can I hold it? Okay, well I can hold the button down, but it still goes by 1 at a time. I wish there were, if there's a way to like shift click and go 10 at a time or 5 at a time, if somebody figured that out, let me know because I should have tested that. But anyway, we got him set up there. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go and mine some copper and tin and put it in the resource storage. But I think we're going to call this an episode. We got another inhabitant. I need to get a few more inhabitants. I'll probably end up doing that off camera so we can kind of progress this along. I've kind of drug it out a little bit too long anyway. And I will see you folks in the next one. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And you folks, take care and happy hunting.